some word problems now, and they're not too difficult. So looking at number 3, Ming won 121 lollipops playing basketball at her school game night. She later gives 4 to each of her friends. There's only going to be 9 lollipops left. And they're asking, this is probably the most important part, the question, how many friends does she have? Started with 121 lollipops. Okay, so when I set up my variable first, we always write let x equal something. That x will always be from the question. How many friends does she have? So let's let x equal the number of friends that she has. Okay. Step 2, we put an equation together that totals to some number, some value, or variable. So in this case, she has 9 remaining lollipops. So if there's 9 left, I'm going to write equals 9. And I'm going to work with the rest. What did she start with? She started with 121. She gave away 4 to each of her friends. So if she had 2 friends, she gave away 4 to each, we multiply and we'd say 8 lollipops. But we don't know the number of friends. So it's 4 times x. Go ahead and solve this one on your own. Get x alone, and you'll have an answer. And I'll do that with you now. So in this case, we're going to subtract 121. We're going to get negative 4x equals negative 112. And you're going to be left with, after you divide by negative 4 on both sides, x is equal to 28. So I know there's lines here like put your equation there, put your work here to solve. I needed a little space. You can do that if you print this out. And answering it in a sentence, it's very important to remember what you're answering. So in this case, how many friends does she have? She has 28 friends. Again, maybe not super real world, but when we get to those more complicated real world problems, you have some basis for setting up equations. Okay. Let's do number 5. You bought a magazine for $3 and some candy bars for $2 each, and you spent a total of $19. It says how many candy bars did you buy? So let's let x equal number of candy bars. How many magazines did she buy? Only 1. We know that for a fact. The total in this case is 19 that she spends, and I want to sum what she's buying. So she buys 1 magazine for $3 plus some candy bars for $2 each. So 2 times the number of candy bars she has. I'm not going to go through the work here. It's a 2-step equation. So go ahead, put your equation in, your work to solve, and answer it with she bought this many candy bars. We'll do one more. Eugene had $24 to spend on 3 pencils. After buying them, he has 18. How many, or how much did each pencil cost? So x is the cost of each pencil. He ends up with $18 left. He starts with 24, and we subtract however much he bought. So he bought 3 pencils, and we don't know the price of each, so 3 times x. Anytime there's a variable there, it's like this is a rate, 3 per number of pencils. You would say 3 pencils is a certain price, so it would be 3 times, let's say each pencil is $2, 3 times 2, you'd spend a total of 6. All right, solve that. You're going to get negative 6 equals negative 3x. Divide by negative 3 on both sides, and we get x equals 2. Each pencil was $2. Equation and work. Okay, those were a couple basic word problems. And, they'll get a little more challenging as we go, but we'll start light.